Keli Perek Chof Beis Mishnah Ches, and we move on. Shiddur. We've had the shiddur before. The shiddur is a chest. Now the chest has a base, it has four sides, it has a lid. And the Mishnah is saying a simple din at first. Shenitelo Elyon, if the lid is broken, which is to be expected. You've still got the base and the four sides. You're left with a regular kli kibble. We're dealing here in this Mishnah just with a kli kibble. We're not dealing with medris. Says the Mishnah, if the bottom is missing of the shiddur, so you've got the four sides and the top, the shiddur is still tomei because of the elyon. I would have thought pshat is you would turn it over and use the box the other way. But most Mefarshim explained that the box, the lid of the box is such that the lid has a curve in it. Therefore, when you open the lid itself has in it its own kli kibble, and therefore it's the whole box is metame because of that kli kibble. But I still think that even though that could be true, it's still tomei because you would turn the whole box upside down and use the whole thing as a kli kibble. The Mishnah carries on, Nitelo elyon vehatachtoin. Top is missing, the bottom is missing, you're left just with the four sides. Rabbi Yehuda metame mipnei adapin v'chachamim metarin. The Chachamim's view is easy. Four-sided box is not called a kli kibble. But Rabbi Yehuda says it's tomei because of the sides. The Mefarshim explain that Rabbi Yehuda is metame here. We're talking about a box where the sides are curved. So you do have a little bit of a kli kibble in them. And the machloikas between Rabbi Yehuda and Chachamim, I think, is as follows. Under the rule of botla ikka botla atfela, which everybody agrees to, including Rabbi Yehuda, as evidenced in the previous Mishnah. But that's true when the ikka and tofel are two separate functions. For instance, one's a function of yeshiva, and one's a function of kibble. There we say botla ikka botla atfela. But here we're dealing with one type of function, the function of kibble. Yes, we have a primary way which is makabel sitting on its base on the top, and we have a secondary kibble on the sides. The Chachamim apply the normal rule, bottle ikka, the primary functions, the primary kibbulim or bottle, therefore the whole keli becomes tar. Rabbi Yehuda says no. Bottle ikka, bottle atfela doesn't apply here because what we left the tfela here is still similar to the ikka. This is a kli kibble and it's still a kli kibble. The ikka and tofel are not two separate functions here, therefore the kibble, the kli kibble continues as before and the shiddur is tomei. And the last line of the Mishnah, Yeshivas hasatos tomei medris. Satos is somebody who chisels out, carves stone. He sits on a big block of wood. So the block of wood is half of it he sits on. It's carved out so that he can sit comfortably. And the other half acts as his tabletop on which he does his carving and his chiseling. Says the Mishnah, tomei medris. Because the half that he sits on, it means, is a regular chair and is roy lemishkav moshav and is makabel tumah b'teres medris. This is in contrast to Mishnah Daled, where we had a chair which you fixed, which was built in the corner of an areva, where we said a chair like that is bottled to the areva, because the areva is enormous, the chair is in one corner, and therefore the sitting of the sheath of the chair becomes bottled to the areva. This contrasts this, when you have a piece of wood, half of which is for sitting on, and the other half acts as your desk, as your tabletop, that does not make the chair bottle to the other half, and the chair retains its identity as a chair. That half of the wood remains a chair and is makabel to medris. That's what I think this Mishnah means. And Mishnah Tes, isn't it?